Good luck. He's pretty good at that.
Right?
We have 10 upcoming Marvel Studios Phase 6 projects that we are going to be talking about and breaking down in this video. Marvel Studios really hasn't revealed much about Phase 6 yet. Only a few projects, but we know of a lot that are going to be coming that hopefully they will officially announce at San Diego Comic Con in just 2 months now. So mark your calendars, the biggest event of the year for us Marvel fans is coming July 25th through the 28th, where Marvel Studios will take the stage at Hall H and hopefully officially reveal everything that we're about to talk about today and give us the timeline in which all of these are going to take place. So 10 projects to go over, let's get started. The first one is Spider-Man 4. Now we knew about this one, so I'm not going to really talk about it that much. But for those who are not aware, yes, this movie is officially confirmed. It is coming in Phase 6. Tom Holland is returning. In fact, he was just spotted with Tom Rothman of Sony in London, which means they're probably about to begin filming this movie very soon. But typically it's not announced in the Phase 6 or whatever phase it is slate, because it is also part Sony, so you probably won't see this on there, so just a heads up. But of course it is coming in the MCU in Phase 6. Now the next one I know fans are really excited about, The Midnight Suns. According to many different insiders, this movie is confirmed and it is going to be coming in Phase 6. In fact, we've recently heard from the insider Daniel RBK that The Midnight Suns movie is going to begin filming right after Blade gets done filming. So it sounds like they're going to go back to back with those, which makes sense since Blade is most likely going to be a part of The Midnight Suns. The Blade movie will most likely set up The Midnight Suns, and it's pretty much going to be the same tone as Blade. All they're going to do for The Midnight Suns is bring in more characters. We've heard that Ghost Rider has probably been cast for the MCU already. We haven't heard whether this is going to be a movie, a show, or if Ghost Rider is simply going to appear in The Midnight Suns for the very first time. But at the same time, we've heard that Ryan Gosling has been cast for a role in the MCU, so people are thinking that he might be playing Ghost Rider. But he also might be playing a character in another show that we'll talk about in just a bit. And also, let us know who you would like to see on the Midnight Suns team. I'd love to see Deadpool, I would love to see Ghost Rider, and I would love to see Moon Knight, who we are going to talk about in a bit as well. But let us know who you want in the comments. Another movie that is confirmed and making a lot of headway now is the X-Men movie, the new one. In fact, Marvel is making such good progress with it right now, they finally have their writer. They have recently hired Michael Leslie to pen the film. We did a video about this recently, talking about everything we pretty much know about this movie. You can check that out. We'll link it. But the most important thing is that it seems like this movie is indeed going to be coming before Avengers Secret Wars, and the X-Men team that this movie is going to be about will be coming from a different universe than the main 616 universe with the Sacred Timeline. This is probably the biggest thing that fans are hoping for, an official announcement at San Diego Comic Con that the X-Men movie is indeed coming before Secret Wars. The next movie is the Young Avengers film. Now the ending of the Marvels really set up this film. Kamala Khan, aka Miss Marvel, was shown essentially recruiting Kate Bishop, aka the new Hawkeye, for the new Young Avengers team, in which she also mentioned Cassie Lang, the daughter of Ant-Man. So we have 3 Young Avengers right there: Miss Marvel, Kate Bishop, and Cassie Lang. And based off of what we've heard recently, they're going to start filming in 2025, and some of the Young Avengers, like Kate Bishop, are going to be appearing in the next Avengers film. Not the Young Avengers, but the actual Avengers 5 film. And this makes sense considering what we have heard about Hawkeye Season 2, which we'll get to in just a bit. Now, this next one is the only one that we don't really know where it's going to sit on the timeline, and it could come in Phase 7 after Avengers Secret Wars, and that is the newly announced Blonde Phantom show. According to Giant Freaking Robot, this is the secret project that Scarlett Johansson has been working on over at Marvel Studios that she is going to be producing. And there's a really interesting rumor associated with this. Now, some people were originally thinking that Scarlett Johansson could play the character herself, since this will be after the multiverse saga, most likely, in a new, softly rebooted universe. However, I think her playing Black Widow was so iconic that she can't play another character in the MCU, even if it is rebooted. So the interesting rumor that we've heard recently is that Taylor Swift has recently met with Marvel Studios, and it sounds like she met with Marvel Studios to possibly play the Blonde Phantom. This is really interesting, especially on top of the rumors that she might be in Deadpool and Wolverine as Dazzler. So I'm wondering if that would affect her playing this character as well, or if we're only going to see her in one or possibly none of these projects. But it is an interesting rumor considering that it does look like she met with Marvel Studios recently. And of course, she would bring in a ton of viewers and a ton of money. So of course, Marvel Studios would probably be interested. But we'll have to wait and see on that one. Also, if you're new to the channel, we'd love it if you would subscribe and help us reach 1 million followers. We're almost there and we talk about Marvel every single day. The next one is Hawkeye Season 2. According to the Insider, My Time to Shine Hello, Marvel Studios has renewed Hawkeye for a Season 2. And this does make a lot of sense if we do consider that ending of the Marvels, Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel, going and recruiting Kate Bishop. We know we're going to get a Young Avengers movie and then a regular Avengers movie, Avengers 5. So Kate Bishop and Hawkeye are both expected to be in these films. And Hawkeye Season 1 was pretty successful. When we posted this news on our Instagram, a lot of people were really excited about a Season 2. And we reportedly know a little bit about the plot. It looks like Hawkeye and Kate Bishop will get stuck in essentially one location for the entire series, kind of like the movie The Raid or the movie Dread, where it all takes place in one building and they have to fight their way out. It's also been reported that Clint's brother Barney is also going to make an appearance in the show as well, which means we could get more of Hawkeye's origins. Now, I mentioned Ryan Gosling before that he could be up for another role, and that other role is Nova. It's been confirmed that Marvel Studios is going to make Nova into a Disney Plus series. And according to both insiders Daniel RPK and Alex Perez, this series is going to focus on both Novas, Richard Rider and Sam Alexander. According to them, it's going to begin production in 2025, next year. Now, it's been reported that Ryan Gosling has been cast in the MCU, and for a very long time, people suspected that Marvel Studios might want him to play Nova. In fact, a lot of people think that he could be perfect for the role. So perhaps Ryan Gosling is our Nova, but of course, we'll have to wait and see. Then we have Moon Knight Season 2. This is not confirmed, it's just a rumor / report at this time, but the new insider, Holyfield News, says that Moon Knight Season 2 will come after Avengers 5. It will release around the same time as the Ghost Rider project, which does make sense because, again, I would really love for Ghost Rider and Moon Knight to be a part of the Midnight Suns team, and it sounds like once they do Blade, they'll do Midnight Suns, and then they'll go into Ghost Rider, Moon Knight Season 2. They're just going to keep going with that darker, more mystical side of the MCU, which I'm really excited about. Then we have the Wonder Man series, and this of course was already confirmed by Marvel Studios. They've already filmed it all, and we've recently heard that this is going to fall under the Marvel Spotlight banner, which makes a lot of sense because Wonder Man has not been in the MCU yet, and he hasn't really interacted with anybody, at least as far as we know. Who knows what the show could tell us. Is Miss Marvel Season 2. According to a couple of different insiders, right now the show is being discussed, but has not been approved yet. However, I would be pretty shocked if they didn't approve a Season 2 because although the numbers weren't that great for it, the scores for it were fantastic with a 98% on Rotten Tomatoes, which was first place for Marvel TV shows. However, X-Men 97 recently took first place with a 99%. So if you haven't watched that yet, be sure to watch it. It's amazing. But since fans and critics loved it so much, I would be shocked if Miss Marvel didn't get a Season 2. So while it's definitely not confirmed yet, I would kind of expect that. And last but not least, which was recently announced yesterday, is a Vision series. Paul Bettany returns to play Vision, and I'm really glad because I really want to know what happened to him after WandaVision. I'm sure a lot of people do as well. So as you can see, we have a lot of projects that Marvel Studios is seemingly going to cram in Phase 6. So we're really looking forward to San Diego Comic Con, where they reveal the entirety of Phase 6 and the schedule and the official projects that we are going to get. So let us know which ones you are most excited about in the comments down below. Which one do you really want to see? Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe so you can stay up to date on the MCU. We are also on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify if you'd like to follow us on there. Those are linked in the pinned comment down below along with the giveaway information. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.